What's up YouTube, Alvaro here, welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint 4 stocks that will be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And before going over the indices, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, keep in mind guys that tomorrow at 2 p.m. we are going to have the Federal Reserve decision about the interest rate. We already know that nothing new is going to be announced tomorrow, and at 2:30 p.m. we will have the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Mr. Money Printing, Mr. Jerome Powell himself, talking to the press at 2:30 p.m. And something that caught my eye today, guys, was a survey that was made by CNBC. All right. So since this is a survey that was carried out by CNBC, you guys can, pretty much figure what kind of people were surveyed, right? Big hedge fund managers, bankers, big bankers, obviously, right? And suits in general terms. So this survey was about what these people are expecting about the Federal Reserve, or what could potentially be announced tomorrow by the Federal Reserve. So according to the results of this survey, these people believe that the first rate hike is going to occur in November of next year, okay, November of 2022. Then they also believe that the taper will begin in January of next year. The economy is going to be fully restored in Q4 of this year, and they also expect inflation to peak in November of this year. So according to these people, nothing new is going to be announced tomorrow, nothing new that the markets aren't waiting for. And according to this survey, guys, inflation isn't going to get out of control, right? So this is a very good sign for most of the stocks that we are investing in, growth stocks, tech stocks, and higher multiple stocks in general terms. When it comes to the markets, we are having a red day all across the board, nothing to be worried about. The Nasdaq was due for a pullback. I said that in yesterday's video. So as of now, and when we still have 22 more minutes in today's trading session, we find the Russell 2000 down 0.34%, Nasdaq down 0.82%, S&P 500 down 0.23%, and the good old Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 0.29%. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500, and we are pretty much, guys, at the same spot that we were yesterday when I was recording yesterday's video. So we have a new all-time high at 42.57. Hey, by the way, I think that this new all-time high was actually reached today. So the S&P 500, I hadn't noticed this, guys. So when it comes to the S&P 500, we reached a new all-time high today at 42.57. That's interesting, all right? I didn't notice that this morning. So from a resistance standpoint, and taking into account that the S&P 500 is trading as of now at 42.45, so obviously the most important area of resistance for tomorrow's trading session is going to be 42.57, and from a support standpoint, I am still going to be looking at 42.32, 42.30, which is an area of lower support that has already acted as such in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before for the bulls in the S&P 500, but it has also acted as a resistance in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 occasions before in the S&P 500. If we take a look at the RSI of this index on the 4-hour, it is at 59 points. So yesterday was a bit above 60 points. So from a technical standpoint, we can make the case that the S&P 500 looks very but very healthy, and we can make the case arguably that we might see some volatility tomorrow after Jerome Powell speaks, or a bit before he speaks, we will see that tomorrow. And when it comes to the Nasdaq 100, I told you guys that this index was due for a pullback because the RSI yesterday was very but very high. It almost hit 80 points on the 4-hour, and now we find the RSI of the Nasdaq at 64 points, way healthier than in yesterday's trading session. So from a resistance standpoint, guys, and taking into account that the Nasdaq 100 is trading as of now at 14,025 points. So from a resistance standpoint, tomorrow I am going to be looking at 14,129 points, which is the all-time high in the Nasdaq 100. And from a support standpoint, the same support that I called out in yesterday's video, guys, 13,930 points, 13,900 points is going to be the most important area of lower support for the bulls in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And that area of support, 13,900 points, 13,930 points, is also backed up by the 50 SMA on the 1-hour chart. And when it comes to the stocks that will be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session, the first one is going to be obviously AMC Entertainment. So it looks like, guys, that AMC is pretty much becoming some sort of index, so in every single one of my videos, I always break down from a technical standpoint both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, but right now I am pretty much forced, guys, to analyze AMC Entertainment as well, just like I always do in the case of the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. So today we had a very bullish move to the upside in the case of AMC Entertainment. This stock is trading as of now at $59 when we still have 14 more minutes in today's trading session, and AMC has gone up so far almost 4%. So what am I thinking about AMC as of now, guys? Take a look at this. AMC was struggling at $58. $58 was an area of resistance in which the bulls of AMC failed at in 1, 2, and 3 occasions in recent days. But now what is going on, guys? So what was a former area of resistance now seems to be acting like a new support for AMC Entertainment. So this is very but very bullish for the bulls of AMC. And I'm thinking, guys, that if tomorrow AMC happens to keep on consolidating above $58, that could be a very but very positive signs for the bulls of this stock in order to gather strength to fill the gap up to the next important area of resistance for AMC at around $70 per share, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for the bulls of AMC back on June 3rd. So watch out for AMC tomorrow, guys. I am going to be watching AMC like a hawk, and if I happen to see AMC closing hourly, let's say during 2 or 3 hours of the trading session, still consolidating above $58, I am going to be picking up 50 or 100 shares of AMC in order to ride this stock up to the next important area of resistance that I just told you guys about at around $70. Another possible scenario for tomorrow would be if AMC happens to break this support to the downside, and maybe AMC could pay a visit to the 50 SMA on the 1-hour chart at around $51 or $52 per share, which is a previous area of support for AMC Entertainment that already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before. So those are going to be my entry prices in the case of AMC Entertainment for tomorrow's trading session. And let me go ahead and take a look at the RSI on the 4-hour, and it is at 63 points, guys. So, oh boy, If I had to put money on the table, if I had to take a gamble on a possible outcome in the case of AMC Entertainment, I would say that this stock is getting ready to make a huge move to the upside, guys. So watch out for AMC Entertainment. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the second stock of this video, DraftKings. DraftKings is going down as of now 4.39%, and it is trading at $48.40 when we still have 10 more minutes in today's trading session. And what happened today in the case of DraftKings, guys? So these guys of Hindenburg Research put out a short report saying that DraftKings is pretty much involved in black market activities, right? And I will explain to you guys what that news is about in just a second. So in my case, I took advantage of the dip, the huge dip that we saw this morning on DraftKings, and I purchased 50 shares at $45.53. And as of now, I have over here an unrealized gain of $142. So what is going on in the case of this short report? So I am going to read over here for you guys. So Hindenburg Research, a New York-based investment firm that bets against company by shorting their stock, as they said pretty much that DraftKings European software unit SBTech was providing online gambling software in countries where such activities are not permitted. So whatever, guys, you know. I think that these guys of Hindenburg Research are full of shit. So what is going on? What is going on over here between DraftKings and this company SBTech? So let me scroll down over here. So you guys remember that DraftKings went public through a SPAC merger. So DraftKings merged with Diamond Eagle Acquisition in order to become a public company. So one of the conditions that Diamond Eagle Acquisition, which was the SPAC with which DraftKings merged, so one of the conditions that this company put on the table in order to facilitate the merge, or in order to accept the merge, was DraftKings to merge as well with SBTech. SBTech is a Bulgarian company that develops technology for a lot of online gambling sites around the world. So DraftKings said this morning, and I am quoting, "This report is written by someone who is short on DraftKings stock with an incentive to drive down the share price. Our business combination with SBTech was completed in 2020. We conducted a thorough review of their business practices and we were comfortable with the findings. We do not comment on speculation or allegations made by former SBTech employees." So it looks like this short report of Hindenburg Research is based on the opinion, and it is based on bad stuff that former SBTech employees have said about SBTech and therefore about DraftKings. So I think, guys, that this short report is pretty much full of shit, and this doesn't affect the fundamentals of DraftKings, all right? We are looking at a company that is growing at an accelerated pace, and it looks like this company has a fair chance. There goes the market. And it looks like, and in my opinion, because I am a DraftKings bull, guys, I truly believe that this company has a fair chance of dominating the online gambling industry here in the US. And the truth of the matter is that if this company, SBTech, what's the name of the company? SB Technology, or what's the name of the company? I forgot what's the name of the company. Yeah, if this company, SBTech, is doing, you know, some sort of, you know, illegal stuff in, I don't know, in third countries because they are, you know, allowing people to gamble in countries in which gambling is prohibited, we don't care about that here in the US, guys. As long as DraftKings is conducted, or as long as DraftKings conducts his business, you know, abiding by the law here in the US, this is pretty much bullshit in my humble opinion. So what's my plan when it comes to the swing position that I opened on DraftKings today, guys? So DraftKings ended up going down today 4%, and it closed today's trading session at $48.51. So if tomorrow DraftKings happens to pay another visit to the $45.50 or $45, which is pretty much the price in which I picked up the 50 shares that I showed you guys, then at that price I am going to keep on loading up in the case of DraftKings. So this price, $45.50, has already acted twice as an area of support for DraftKings. So it acted as a lower support in today's trading session, but it also acted as a lower support for DraftKings back on December 8th. So that is going to be a price in which I am going to be for sure buying more shares of DraftKings. However, if this overreaction of the market happens to be reversed in tomorrow's trading session or in the upcoming days, the second DraftKings happens to burst above the 180 SMA on the 4 hour at around $50, guys, I am going to buy 50 more shares or 60 more shares of DraftKings, because my price target in order to close this trade is going to be $55. $56, let's say, right? So $56 is a very important previous area of resistance and support for DraftKings. As a resistance, $56 already acted as such in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but as a support, $56 acted back in the beginning of May. So for all intents and purposes, my price target to close this trade is going to be this area, $56 or $56.50. So if I happen to close this trade the way that I am describing it, I am going to be potentially locking in a profit of 15%, okay? And take a look at the RSI, guys, on the 4 hour. This is a very interesting technical detail. The RSI on the 4 hour is at 31 points, so DraftKings is already very oversold, and that implies that if tomorrow or in the upcoming days DraftKings happens to pay another visit to the $45 or $45.50, then the RSI is going to be even lower, and that is going to increase the likelihood for the bulls of DraftKings to find support at a very important previous area of support and then bounce back up. So watch out for the Dkng. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the third stock of this video, Context Logic, Wish. And Wish pretty much closed flat in today's trading session, guys, at $11.27, which is the very same price at which Wish closed yesterday's trading session. So I am going to pull up here the 1 hour and take a look, guys, here on the 1 hour at $11 per share. This is a critical area of support and resistance depending on the case for the bulls of Wish. So as support, $11 already acted as a lower support, as I just said, in today's trading session, but it also did it back on June 9th. And as a resistance, that same price, $11, acted as such back on June 10th. And on top of that, take a look at this. $11 is backed up by the 50 SMA on the 1 hour chart. And if I pull up the 4 hour chart, take a look at this. Let me zoom in here. So $11 is also backed up on the 4 hour chart by the 180 SMA. So that's why this area, this level, has turned into a critical spot for the bulls of Wish. So what's my plan when it comes to this stock, guys? If tomorrow I happen to see Wish closing hourly slightly above $11, I am going to be picking up 100 or 150 shares of Wish. If so, my price target is going to be $13.50, which is a previous area of resistance and support for Wish. So $13.50 already acted as a resistance for the bulls of Wish back on May 6th, but it also acted as a support back on April 12th, and it also did it back on April 26th. So from $11 up to $13.50, we are looking at a profit of 21%. So watch out tomorrow for Wish, guys, because I truly believe that this stock is starting to consolidate slightly above $11, and it is very but very likely to fill the gap up to the $13.50 anytime soon. And the last stock of this video is going to be a stock that I have traded so many times, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about Alibaba, ticker symbol BABA. And in the case of BABA, this stock went down today 1.81%, and it closed today's trading session at $210. And BABA, guys, as of now, is trading. Let me take a look at this. BABA is trading 35% of its highs. Oh my God. And you guys know that when a stock trades below 10% of its highs, we are looking at a correction, and 20% of its highs, we are looking at a bear market. So BABA is clearly trading in a bear market. So I am going to zoom in here on the 4-hour, and guys, I think that we could potentially make the case that BABA could potentially be making a double bottom formation. You guys know that a double bottom formation is a bullish pattern that suggests that a downtrend is about to be reversed. And $210 already acted as a lower support for BABA yesterday and in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, and it also acted as a resistance for the bulls of BABA back on May 17th. So if tomorrow, and as I just said in the case of Wish, if I happen to see BABA consolidating slightly above $210, I am going to pick up 40 or 50 shares of BABA, and if so, my price target is going to be this 180 SMA on the 4-hour near $220. If I can take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 4%. And mind you guys, if BABA happens to break this support of $210, that is going to be invalidating this possible double bottom formation that I just told you guys about, and BABA could potentially pay a visit to the next important area of support for BABA at around $208. $208 already acted as a support for BABA in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So if this double bottom formation happens to be invalidated, then my mindset in regard to a possible trade on BABA is going to change. So at $208, I would be picking up fewer shares of BABA in order to start a mid-term swing position. All right, so instead of buying 40 or 50 shares, I would be buying 20 shares in order to start reload up on BABA at the lows $200, because I think that BABA is due for a relief rally sooner rather than later. So with BABA, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. So if you want to have the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Remember to follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call-outs through our Instagram stories about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again. Peace out, guys. Keep on crushing the markets.